Remember the house?
This is the only picture Zodwa Sinkasa has of her mother. She was 12 years old when police forced them from their home in 1960. Her friends, now in their 70s and 80s, were also affected by what's called the Natives Land Act. It's a piece of Apartheid-era legislation that meant blacks couldn't live in areas designated for white homes and businesses.
It built in hatred that today we cannot, we can't solve that hatred even today, because it started by those times when we were told that we were called names and we felt inferior to them. So it can't go away.
They were moved to this township about 20 kilometers away from Germiston. There was no decent housing, water or electricity in 1960. Conditions have improved since the end of white minority rule in 1994, but these ladies say it's still not home. During apartheid, the color of a person's skin determined on which side of the tracks families live. In 1960, black people were forcibly removed from this area, a place called Germiston, just outside Johannesburg. Their homes were destroyed and those factories over there were built.
This was my house.
Their legal battle started in 1998. It was thrown out of court in 2005 because it did not meet certain requirements. It was then reinstated, and recently the state agreed to settle the matter out of court. Many more people in South Africa also want justice.
There's a huge amount of claims, but unfortunately it involves the bigger rural claims that must still be resolved. I think there's some claims where they haven't even touched those claims. It's still lying somewhere in a box.
The women plan to use some of the compensation to erect tombstones for friends who died before the case was won. Violet Sitola is 85. She says she's also planning to throw a victory party, where she says she'll throw away her walking stick and dance for joy. Haru, Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Germiston.